What's up guys, Mr. Bazy here, and today we're going to be talking about loadouts and whether I think they should be in the game or not. Now I've discussed this in the past, not really at length. It was part of another commentary, didn't really have a designated commentary to talk about, and I think this is a topic that actually deserves a commentary all to itself. So the premise of this, I'm just going to lay it out on the line right now. Yes, I do think loadouts should be in the game, but I do think, and it's a big but, I do think that it should be not really in every single scenario. So I don't think it should be in every game type. I think it should be in game types that are more suited for it, like big team battles, where you would want to have probably the best and better long-range weapons to spawn with, considering most of the maps are massive, if, at the very least, very large, okay? So you'd want to have the better precision rifles and all that stuff available to you. It would just be a better experience. You'd be getting more kills and all that. It'd be more fun, more fluid in my opinion, but it should also be in custom games as well. I always say everything should be in custom games. You should not take it out, even if it's not in multiplayer at all, okay, which could be a possibility. I'm not saying it isn't, but I do think it should be in custom games. Just the ability to have it there is really versatile, okay? It gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of the game types you can create, the different things you can create, even if it's just a fun game mode. Sometimes it just works better if you can choose from different things. So, yes, loadouts should still be in the game, at the very least in custom games, and taking it a step further, maybe in particular game modes like Big Team Battle. I don't want to speculate on other ones. Warzone kind of doesn't work already because of the fact that even though, yes, it is bigger, you kind of have those levels that progress you to better weapons, and that's kind of how that game mode works. So the one that comes on top of my mind right off the bat is Big Team Battle. I think, loadouts would be really beneficial in a game like that. It would keep it really fresh, really fast-paced, and exciting, and not too boring, because, if you spawn on a map like Blood Gulch with an assault rifle, you're pretty much dead in the water, man. You're going to have to get really close. It's just not that fun of an experience, honestly. So, thinking of that, with that as the example, you could probably see what I'm talking about. So moving on from this, you may be saying, well, if it's not in all game modes, then what will we have? Well, the best option really is a very suitable and very, usable precision rifle, whatever they decide to do. I'm just going to go ahead and use the example of BR starts because that's what we've seen in the past, team BRs and everything like that. So, BR starts, the only one that was different was Reach, of course, because, that was the only choice. But, so BR starts, whatever they choose to do. They could even have like team DMRs where it's all DMRs. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But having a very suitable precision rifle or just even primary weapon right off the bat will really be better for those kind of game types that are on the smaller scale or more competitive, like MLG game types or whatever they decide to call it. They called it Throwback, I think, in Halo 4, which was just the general competitive rules playlist. Things like Team Slayer, Team BRs, whatever it may be. The smaller scale ones should not have any loadouts. It just kind of throws off the whole experience, because in the past there's been two kinds of Halos, okay? Two kinds of scenarios within a Halo anyway. We've had the Halo 3 kind of thing, or, well, basically any of the older ones where loadouts weren't a thing. You spawn in Team Slayer, naturally all you guys know, Team Slayer, you start with an assault rifle. The majority of that, at least for me, okay, the majority of that experience is trying to find a better weapon, okay? It kind of ruins the whole overall experience of playing multiplayer for me, or at least definitely detracts a lot from it, because you're spending most of your time looking for a suitable weapon to use, because the assault rifle, while it was okay, just wasn't as good as the precision rifles like a carbine or a BR or in some of the later games a DMR. And so you guys understand what I'm talking about. It just wasn't that great. Now, on the flip side, I will kind of go off track a bit here. In Halo 5, this is the best assault rifle, in my opinion, that we have seen so far. And I'm not saying it's the most powerful, okay, by no means am I saying that. The reason that I say it's the best is because it has the tightest shot spread, so basically the accuracy of that weapon over a distance. In my personal opinion, it is very, very, tight in terms of the spread. Doesn't really... and I'm not even talking about the scope ability yet, but just the general spread of it is much tighter, allows you to be more accurate over a distance, not to mention, once again, the scope ability. This is the main feature of it, really, that I think will make it much better. I think will make it actually versatile and maybe even competitively sound as a support weapon, just to keep enemies out of scope. I talked about that in length as well. You can probably click the video here if I can find it, but if it's here, you can click it to listen to that commentary about some various things that I think would make the assault rifle SMG better and all that, and why they're competitively viable now because of the fact that they have scopes. So either way, you know, you have that kind of Halo where you're spending most of your time looking for better weapons because you're spawning with the assault rifle. Then you have the loadout style of Halo where basically you can spawn with any weapon, and it becomes a balancing issue of, well, dang, now I need to use this weapon, or, you know, whatever the weapon is that's the best. You know, people are going to figure that out within week 1, whichever weapon is the best, especially with my weapon kill times coming. It's going to be pretty obvious which one kills the fastest if you can hit all your shots. But, you know, basically, that's the whole thing, is they're going to choose the best weapon. They're not going to bother with all the other ones, and so you're going to be left with the decision: do I use a lesser powerful weapon because I want to, or do I just get shit on all the time for people that actually know how to use the weapon really, really well and can really benefit from its faster kill time and all that stuff? So that's why I think that not having loadouts in the majority of game modes that don't really need them, like big team battles, in my opinion, that's one that really benefits from it. But in this particular case, it's too much of an issue. In one instance, it's a balancing issue. In another instance, you know, you don't have that great of a weapon. So definitely the best possible scenario for this is to spawn with a very viable precision or just primary weapon. Like I said, the assault rifle, probably this is in my opinion, the best assault rifle, like I said. It's going to be the most fun I've ever had using an assault rifle. Not to say I didn't have my moments with the previous assault rifles, but this one, I'm not going to be mad when I spawn in Team Slayer and have to try to find different weapons, because this weapon, this particular assault rifle, in my opinion, is the most viable assault rifle we've seen thus far, the most versatile, the most flexible. There's a lot of words to describe it, but all of them are good, guys. So this assault rifle looks pretty darn good. So it's not like I'm going to be upset if I spawn with an assault rifle. Just having a good one, you know, I'm still going to want a battle rifle either way, but, you know, having that kind of, you know, versatility right off the spawn and not having to look for weapons, that's what's really crucial, really important. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, do you think you should, you know, do you think we should have loadouts in, you know, basically every game mode, or do you think, like I said, it should be a bit varied and have it in some game modes, and definitely have it in custom games, because I really don't see why you wouldn't want it in custom games. You don't have to have it on if you choose to do custom games, or do you just say, no, I don't want it in the game at all? You're even saying no to custom games, which, sorry, but that doesn't make much sense to me. But either way, are you saying that? Do you say, I don't want it in the game at all, I hate loadouts, I didn't like the experience that it brought me in Halo 4, and that's kind of your standpoint on it? So either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Rate the video what you think it deserved, and if you'd like to become a Sage in training, make sure you subscribe today. This has been Mr. Bazy, your favorite Sage, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.